I didn't break that window, there would have been more explosions because it was just awful. It was awful.
Panic and chaos as an Enfield home goes up in flames. A family still trapped inside. And tonight, a tragic ending. Officials confirming to us 4 people never made it out. And tonight, a News 8 exclusive to an emotional account of what happened from the sister of one of those victims. Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Kramer.
And I'm Ann Craig. That fire broke out early this morning at a 2-family home on South River Road. When fire officials got there, that home already engulfed in flames. The second floor partially collapsed. News 8's Bob Wilson has been at that scene all night long. Crews are still sifting through what's left of that house. He joins us now live with an emotional interview that you'll see only here on News 8. Bob?
Very, very heavy atmosphere right now as you take a look at the burnt out building here. It's a 2-family house. Investigators still going through it, trying to figure out exactly what happened. Meanwhile, on one side, a mother and her 2 teenage sons get out alive. On the other side, 4 people did not make it out. And tonight, fire investigators still trying to figure out what happened as neighbors recount how they barely escaped with their lives.
A lot of people screaming, where's this person, where's that person, and it's just very emotional at that time because you really don't know who's in the house.
KRISTY describes the chaos outside her window on South River Street in Enfield. She heard the screams and tried to rescue 4 people trapped in the flames and smoke and explosions.
It was a 20-pound brick thing that you see in construction that I, for some reason, had strength to lift this up and throw it into this window that's twice the size of me. So it was just all adrenaline.
A mother and her 2 teenage sons were able to get out just barely as 3 oxygen tanks on the 2nd floor started to explode.
She screamed for the kids right away. They got out and they were only 20 feet from the door when the flames were shooting out of the house.
I burnt my feet, had to go to the hospital. And I'm 6 months pregnant, so the oxygen, I needed some help. But I unfortunately couldn't help those people because they were very trapped.
While police aren't releasing the identities, family friends say Davy Kigan, Josh Johnson, Kathy Arms, and Oris Hanfield, who is like a grandmother to all of them, did not make it out alive as the roof collapsed on top of them.
The State Fire Marshal's office is moving forward with the investigation. They brought in 2 accelerant-sniffing dogs right now. They've also brought in heavy machinery, an excavator to stabilize the building. So as investigators are working inside to see exactly what went wrong, where the fire started, they can keep the building from wobbling and even parts falling on top of investigators.
The roof was hanging by sort of a flap. If they could get that off, then they wouldn't have to deal with worrying about that coming down on their heads.
People living in the building say just yesterday the Christmas tree caught fire.
There was an electrical situation and that the tree had caught on fire. They thought they put it out and it wasn't.
Now we're back out here live looking at the fire marshal and firefighters looking for the cause to try and verify that. They have ruled out foul play at this point. They say it is an accident or something along those lines. They don't know exactly how it started. However, tonight, the mother, Mary, and her 2 teenage boys are resting at the motel put up by the Red Cross. They lost everything in that fire, but they say they did escape with the most important thing, their lives. Interestingly enough, firefighters, when asked if they ever could recall anything like this, they say this is unprecedented. They have never heard of anything like this. Maybe 1 person, maybe possibly 2 losing their life in a fire, but never anything this bad. So the whole town is mourning tonight. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Enfield, News 8.